Overwatch loot boxes have been banned in Belgium because they've been considered illegal gambling. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. Welcome to the channel. So, let's talk about this. What I'm going to read off first is a post from one of the Blizzard EU community managers, Vanaras. And this is what he says. In April 2018, the Belgian Gaming Commission published a report that was endorsed by the Belgian Ministry of Justice, in which they concluded that paid loot boxes in Overwatch are considered gambling under local law. While we at Blizzard were surprised by this conclusion and do not share the same opinion, we have decided to comply with their interpretation of Belgian law. As a result, we have no choice but to implement measures that will prevent Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm players located in Belgium from purchasing in-game loot boxes and loot chests with real money and gems. No matter what, we want to make sure that our players around the world have the best entertainment experience possible. While players in Belgium will no longer be able to purchase paid loot boxes in Overwatch and loot chests in Heroes of the Storm, they'll still be able to earn them by playing the games. They'll still have access to all in-game content. These measures will be implemented shortly. We'll also remain open to further discussion with the Belgian Gaming Commission and Ministry of Justice on this topic. Now, all right, so first things first, Blizzard have got no choice here, right? If it's legal, if it's by the law of the country they're operating in, they have to comply. They cannot be like, oh, whatever, we're still going to sell loot boxes. So, yeah, they have to comply. Now, the interesting debate here is it's a loot box debate. Now, are loot boxes gambling? Now, this is a thing, right? I'm going to ask the question, and I just have to you guys. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, they are, right? In my opinion, they're totally gambling. You're paying a set amount of money for the chance to win a good item, basically, right? You don't want crappy items. You don't want duplicates. You want legendary skins, but you're paying for the chance of that. It's the same, as when you used to buy a pack of Pokemon cards when you was a kid. It's the same thing, right? It's gambling, or it's been considered gambling by the Belgian Ministry of Justice. Now, what's huge about this is it's an EU country. This means that there is a very decent chance this could start to proliferate. So that means basically go into other countries in the EU, and they could start taking the same stance. Now, is this a problem? Well, it's obviously a problem for Overwatch and Blizzard, because this is one of the ways they make money on the game. Now, Belgium, I doubt it's the biggest market for Overwatch, but as I say, if other countries like France, Germany, bigger countries start going, oh yeah, we agree with this as well, then there could be a bit of a huge issue for Blizzard. But here's the thing, right? I think game monetization has moved on. When we had the whole loot box debate and all of that stuff, games like Fortnite were not really the most popular played games in the world at that time. In fact, you could have argued it was Overwatch and League of Legends and stuff like that, which all use this type of loot box system. Now, what I think we're moving towards is just giving players the ability to directly buy the items they want. That is not gambling, right? You can go straight in, you can buy a skin. Look at Fortnite, it does this exactly. It's like, hey, here's a skin. Okay, they're very expensive, like for a one item, essentially much more expensive than, let's say, an Overwatch loot box set, which could get you like multiple items, but the operative word there is could, right? So Fortnite just gives you the option to buy the skins. Now the question is, will Overwatch do the same thing? In time, will they convert to a system where it's like, look, these are the new skins, but if you'd like a skin, then pay for it. Now Blizzard have already done this, haven't they? Look at the current all-star skins in the game right now. These cost 200 League tokens. You can buy the League tokens and then buy the skin. So you are paying for the skins. You could argue the Lucio emote as well, which is from the Overwatch League All Access Pass, is again a $30 emote. But I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because I know you get a lot of extra stuff with the All Access Pass. It's not just like that's the only thing you get, but you see where I'm going with this. Now, the question I want to ask you guys is, would you be fine with just buying stuff directly, or do you still like the loot box system? Now, one way is more expensive than the other way, right? I think buying directly is going to be more expensive for you as a gamer, because you will want stuff and you will be weak. Because I know I'd do the same thing. I'd be weak and I'd be like, right, I'm going to buy that skin. I'm going to buy this skin. Yeah. Instead of actually playing through the game, hoping to get a random loot box and then hoping that your skin pops up from the loot box, right? Now, the other thing is, accounts are quite old now with Overwatch. My oldest account, which I think is called Absolute Unit at the moment right now, this is kind of the account I just sort of mess around and like I play different heroes on and, just do various stuff. It's a low pressure account. That account is so old and it's had so many loot boxes bought for it that every time there's a new event, I basically get almost all of the skins from just standard loot drops playing during the event. Now, if Blizzard got rid of that and we're just like, oh, all you can do now is buy skins, then that would be a problem to me. I don't think that would ever happen because I think they'd always leave the loot box system in the game because it's something to work for. It's a reward. As you play the game, as you level up, you get a loot box, got random items. But what I'd like to see, I think, alongside that is the ability to just directly buy what I wanted. The problem is this opens a massive can of worms, and I don't think it's something I can particularly cover in detail in this video because this is more of a little bit of a news update on the fact that Overwatch loot boxes are banned in Belgium. That you cannot buy loot boxes if you play in Belgium. Will this go to other countries? I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Would you be shocked if it did, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in the comments below. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa and this is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video. And remember, you can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. Click the bell so you get updated when all the videos go live. And I will catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.